And going through warm-ups, trying to get into a little groove here before the tip-off. Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined courtside by Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And it's Allie LaForce for us tonight on the sideline. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. They've got Havlicek. Curry is out there with Brandon Boston. And there's Porzingis. And it's Banchero in at the four-man position. And for Charlotte, we've got Khalil Ware. Shaedon Sharpe is out there with Cunningham. Then there's Bailey. And it's Flagg in at the power forward. Doris, as we get deeper into this schedule now, the end. NBA picture is starting to develop.
Kel, I love it because the intensity around the league is starting to tick up just a notch. You've got the teams that are very much hitting their stride and the others that are still trying to figure out, hey, what's working for us and what isn't working for us.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two.
Wow, that is... A strong move there.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where
the previous play is under review.
The original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed. And
after review, the ruling on the floor stands.
You really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And he sinks the second. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. A fantastic stretch this group has strung together. 8 wins and counting.
Well, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really, really interested to see how this plays out.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce, courtside. Allie.
I caught a
with Coach Charles Lee. The talented Paolo Banchero came up early in the conversation, and he told me Paolo is basically a 6'10" point forward. That presents matchup issues. We'll have to put our best wing defender on him, and even he will need some help. Banchero has incredible skills for his size. That is what makes him so good. Guys?
Okay, Ellie, thank you. Now here's Curry. A three-pointer, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that's attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Charlotte shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws. And not what we're accustomed to seeing from him at all from the free throw line.
Second team foul.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Porzingis with a screen on Cunningham. No one near Curry as he lets it go. No good on the three. So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
Denver's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Fires from the wing. Hornets with the rebound.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Cunningham against Curry. Where? Good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
So David Adelman decided to call it timeout here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Curry is inside. Covered by Cunningham. Here's Havlicek. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Curry against Cunningham. Flagg with it. And he really did play well against Chicago in that last game.
Exactly the kind of start you're looking for. They are 4 for 5 out of the gates.
Here's Boston. Defended by Sharp. Banchero with the screen. 5 to shoot. Here's Havlicek. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And on that drive, Cunningham utilizing that athleticism, blitzing the defense the moment he sees an open.
Here's Boston. Denver passing it around. Here's Banchero. Again, the Nuggets score. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. Denver also making some changes. Marcus Camby, he's checked in for Porzingis. Russell comes in for Brandon Boston. And Rollins subbed in for Curry. Payne, no good.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
And Denver has possession. Havlicek outside. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Denver shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
One of the worst in the league a season ago, just 72%.
Lets the three fly. A shot by McGrady, no good. The Nuggets leading by 3. Here's Banchero. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist.
Paolo Banchero, so assertive in the paint. You love to watch that guy work down there.
Here's Marbury, covered by Rollins. Marbury, good.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Well, Desmond Bain, a deadly floor spacer, but he said I have to be respected in a lot of different ways. Don't pigeonhole me into just being a catch-and-shoot guy or a movement shooter. I can score the ball in a variety of ways and do multiple things on the court. Guys?
A lot for sure in his bag. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. The Nuggets have gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage any night. Master Rollins. Russell against McGrady. The baseline J. Robinson pulls it in. Hornets trail by 5. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Brooks check in for the Hornets. The Nuggets also changing it up. Ersan Yabusele, he's checked in for Banchero. And Curry subbed in for Havlicek. Rollins against Bain. The 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
And that's exactly what he's looking for. Draining the triple.
It's Curry outside. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
McGrady. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. And they are back.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Here's Russell. Here he goes. And it is good.
Wow! And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an L.
A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Nuggets lead by 3. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
The other thing they're doing is making plays off the bounce. And, boy, once they get a step, they're getting all the way.
Flagg is out there with Khalil Ware. Then it's Sharp. Then it's Cade Cunningham. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. So that's who Charlotte starts the second with. Here's Rollins. Still yet to score. Here's Curry. And Ware pulls it down. Hornets trail by 3. And here's Sharp. Pass to Ware. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, you often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky is really the limit.
And the Hornets making a change here. Bailey's checked in. Now, here is Russell. DeRozan finds Russell. Got a hand on it, and it's out of bounds for the Nuggets as Denver retains possession. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone.
This is, to me, a special ability to draw fouls, and that's one of the things that sets DeRozan apart. We see him work these angles, get the call all the time.
The Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 at the line here. And the second free throw, good. And he nails the third.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Here's Flagg. Lays it up and banks it in.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
The shot by Curry and another miss by Denver.
Boy, that's an example of a player taking what the defense gives you, just doesn't work out in his favor, right? He misses the shot.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket, using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
And what you love about Cooper Flagg, he's committed with playing the game the right way.
Yeah, I mean, even back in middle school, he would binge watch the '86 Celtics, a team known for its high IQ.
And Flagg gets it to go on the assist from Bailey. Flagg's got the lead up to 1 now for the Hornets. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Checked in for Sharp. Poole comes in for Cunningham. The Nuggets also changing it up. Paolo Banchero comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Havlicek in for Rollins. Banchero passes to Russell. Here's Kemp for the 3. It's good from long range. Kemby's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
A smart play from Steph. Wow.
Curry against Poole. Pass to Flagg. Driving the lane.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Curry kicks to Havlicek. Looking for Banchero and gets it there. The shot from the low post is good. Banchero's got 8.
I tell you, that's a very good effort defensively. Banchero just better offensively.
Takes it inside, and then Sharp with the dunk.
Did you just see what I saw? I mean, that move was out of this world.
Executed to perfection, Greg. I mean, he had the rim in his sights and was not going to be stopped. And it's Banchero missing.
Taking what the defense gives you, exactly the shot you want, just doesn't go in.
Pass to Robinson. And it's Bailey in the corner. Puts it up. Denver grabs the miss.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Now, here's Banchero. 8 points for him. Just 5 on the clock. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Here's Sharp. He has 5. And then Sharp with the dunk.
I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Into the lane. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Curry.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
That's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's ready to talk things through with them. For the Nuggets, Porzingis is checked in for Hampton. Brandon Boston comes in for Russell, and Rollins subbed in for Stephen Curry. And here are the Nuggets now. After the missed 3 from Desmond Bane. 3 on 3. And there's the dunk to finish it off.
Good find from Bane, proving that he's a total team player.
And Banchero outside. Porzingis with a screen on Brooks. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Russell's checked in. And you watch Paolo Banchero. GA offensively, he is a load to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, he can cross you out, hit you with the spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force.
Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Boy, he had a clear look at it. Ooh, you hate to miss chippies like that.
Banchero dishes to Havlicek. Count that bucket. Havlicek's got 9.
You get an understanding of the high IQ that Paolo Banchero to the table. This guy's so good at finding open teammates.
Now, here's Bain. Scoreless thus far. Porzingis with the block. The Nuggets leading. Boston bounce pass. Offensive rebound. Havlicek, the pass to Banchero. Count it. And 12 points for Paolo Banchero.
Paolo Banchero putting the league on notice that he is a big-time problem.
We got 33 seconds left in the second quarter. Porzingis with the block. Goes back up, and the layup is up and in. Wiggins got 4 points this quarter.
We see it over and over again. More teams sending activity to the offensive window, and it pays dividends.
Shoots from 12, and it's Denver scoring again. 16 seconds left here in the second. Here's Marbury. Pass to Bain. From deep three-point land, and the three ball is good. Bain's got the game tied up here for the Hornets.
Hit works well there. Not much resistance from the deep.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And so it's Cooper Flagg making things happen for the Charlotte Hornets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. He'll get you back to the action after this break.
Fans, please direct your attention to the center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot. It's on. Let's hear it for our contestants.
Welcome, folks. It's halftime, and the Charlotte Hornets are in the midst of a very close game.
You've talked about it in the past. They have a deep rotation. That allows them to play matchups.
So why aren't they ahead in this game? And I'll tell you why. The starters have to do more.
Okay, guys, now let's see what the fans are buzzing about over on social media. All right, Shaq and Kenny, Darnell 4-Point Play asks, if you guys played in today's game, how many titles would you have at the end of your career?
Nearing double digits, I say. Just give me the ball down low. Let me do my thing, and we go all the way.
Well, I'm a little more optimistic. I'd say probably 4 or 5, maybe more.
Well, that's only if you were on my team, Kenny, because you weren't. You wouldn't win any.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, Paolo Banchero, guys, has been exceptional.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
Charlotte has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Taking a look at the Nuggets, we've got Steph Curry, Banchero out there with Porzingis. Then there's Brandon Boston. And it's Havlicek in at the small forward. Ware with it, guarded by Porzingis. It's rebounded by Porzingis. And Banchero, here we go. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Ware's got 5 rebounds tonight. And they double up Cunningham. Here's Ware, covered by Havlicek. Ware, no good. Nuggets shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Back to Boston. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Porzingis kicks to Curry. No good from outside.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just trying to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
And you're right. Finish hard with two hands on that stuff. Here's Curry following the bucket by the Hornets. Banchero, right side. And it's Flagg with the rebound.
0 for 3 to start the second half. You've got to start finding your footing here.
Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. And so Curry will bring it up for the Nuggets. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Boston. Oh, that's blocked.
Boy, yet another missed opportunity here. Whatever they talked about at halftime, it's not working.
Here's Sharp to the left wing. Stolen by Havlicek. Pass to Banchero. Six on the shot clock. for the lead. The Nuggets with another miss.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of that. And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Boston. He's got 5. Banchero outside. Here's Curry with the 3. Curry from 3.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
Now Cunningham. Doesn't go for him. Some solid defensive work there from Havlicek. And Boston has it in the corner. The kick out to Havlicek. Back to Porzingis. It's tipped. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Porzingis. Some changes for Sharp. Robinson comes in for Flagg. And Poole subbed in for Shaedon Sharp. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Cunningham for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Cunningham's got the lead up to 4 now for Sharp. With the step back. Curry passes to Porzingis. The Hornets pull it in. Ware's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Bailey. And finished off by Bailey.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Banchero passes to Boston. And again, Denver no good.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
And Poole gets it to go.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And when you look at Jordan Poole's game, GA, what makes him special?
I think it's his creativity and elusiveness. Able to get in his bag, if you will, and play with it and create his shot more or less at will.
Here are the Hornets with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Launches a 3. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Banchero's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Porzingis against Robinson. Porzingis sets the pick for Banchero. 13 feet away. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Poole, the pass to Bailey. Outside Robinson. Robinson sets a screen for Bailey. Back to Robinson. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. So Denver ends up going with a whole new group. The Nuggets trail by 10. Inside, here's Rollins, and Marbury pulls it down.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the third. Payne for 3. Good on the triple. Payne's got his second basket of the night.
When you look at his numbers, Desmond Bane is historically good from three-point.
DeRozan passes to Rollins to end the drought and finished off by DeRozan.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Here's DeRozan after the made shot from Desmond Bane. Rollins with the bucket.
Yeah, you love the unselfishness of DeMar. We know he's a capable scorer. That time sets his teammate.
Charlotte leading by 10. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to McGrady. He takes it in, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
And he makes both free throws.
Well, this guy's so crafty. Once he catches the defender a little bit out of position, it's a very good bet he's going to get some free throws. Boy, you love the efficiency with which he's going at things tonight. This is what we've come to expect from him.
And so it's the sharp. enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. The one goal they had coming into this game was to not let Curry beat them. And so far, their defense on Steph has been tremendous. We'll return shortly. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Tracy McGrady is out there with Flagg. Then it's Khalil Ware. Then there's Desmond Bain. And it's Marbury in at the one spot. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Curry with the 3. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. McGrady kicks to Ware. Bank shot. No good.
You know, things haven't clicked for him offensively, but other guys around him, give them credit. They're filling in the gaps.
Over to the left wing. Here's Rollins. Back to Canby. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, terrific work in the two-man game. Results in an easy bucket. That's how you do it.
Here's Marbury. Bain looking around. Here's Flagg. Second shot opportunity. Here's Ware. Rejected by Canby. Outside, Russell. Shot, high post. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. Russell's got it back down to single digits for Denver.
And he should thank this key for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Rollins against Bain. It's picked off. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Denver grabs the miss.
Oh, he had all the room he needed. Just failed to convert it.
It's stolen by McGrady. Here's Flagg. And Flagg throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely great. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Very few players in the NBA get to the line as often as DeMar DeRozan. There's a bit of an edge to his game. He's not at all afraid.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Hornets.
They're still slashing and attacking the rim, and the defense yet to make the adjustment and keep the ball in front.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Banchero's checked in for Denver. Havlicek comes in for Rollins. Bailey passes to Robinson.
The one challenge Mitchell Robinson has had through the early portion of his career is a little bit of foul trouble. Nice to see him get to the line for a little bit of payback. One thing we know about him, he's got to stay on the floor to be effective.
Russell, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. It's to Curry. Outside, Russell. Now, here's Banchero. Shot clock at 5. Fires from 18. The rebound by Sharp.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
And there's a whistle. It goes on Shaden Sharp. That's his first foul.
And you know, guys, in the first half, he was a lot more focused. Maybe he's feeling the heat of the defense a bit more here in the second.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Porzingis is checked in for Canby. And Brandon Boston subbed in for Russell. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Spacing the floor. That's his third triple of the game and his second in this half.
Now, here's Sean. Defended straight. Goes straight to the defender for the double. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Steph Banchero. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Cooper Flagg.
Despite the fact that he's highly skilled, Steph Banchero also plays with this relentless energy you love.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Now, Sharp. Flagg with it, going inside, and he slams it down with a one-arm hammer.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Easy money for Steph because that's 7-3 we're talking about.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And the Hornets making a change here. Ware's checked in. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Charles Lee said to the team. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
All right, Allie, thanks. Here's Flagg. 4 on the clock. He's off from 3. And stolen by Sharp. All alone, and he jams it in.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. Now here's Curry. Banchero. It's good.
Oh, my goodness. Banchero ready for the bright lights in the big moment.
Cunningham against Curry. Now Flagg. Now Baylor. Here's Flagg. Strong move off the glass.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Banchero fires. Sharp rips down the rebound. Hornets leading by 7. 1:09 left here in the fourth quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Pulls it down. What an assist!
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
And we've got a timeout from David Adelman. He knows every possession is critical now. And get the 3.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
6 seconds separating the shot game clocks.
And a long wind-up and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
He's not going to mess that one up. Cunningham against Curry. On the clock. Cunningham. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is